Hello, Taurus, and welcome to your forecast for March 2017. This is your Venus retrograde forecast. This works if you have your sun, moon, or ascendant. Hello, Taurus, and welcome to your forecast for Venus retrograde March 2017. Now, this works if you have your moon, sun, or ascendant in Taurus. Now remember, this is just a general forecast. If you want a more detailed reading, you can always schedule a private session with me at the link below. Now, what I'm going to be talking about in this video is going to be, what does Venus retrograde mean? What is that? What does that even mean? And the second thing, is it even affecting you? How is it affecting you, Taurus? What part of your life is it really, emphasizing? And by the end of the video, I'm going to be pulling out a beautiful card from the Oracle Card of the Angels by Doreen Virtue to try to find some guidance. Maybe the angels are able to give you a message for you to listen to so you can get through this period. All right, Taurus, so let's get to it. Alrighty, Taurus. So let's get first. What is Venus retrograde? Venus retrograde happens every 19 months, and it happens when Venus, the planet of love, beauty, and also your ruling planet, goes into retrograde motion. Now, what happens when it goes into retrograde? There's a sort of the planet kind of goes to sleep. It's a pretty sad time on the earth because the planet of love, the planet of beauty, the planet of luxury, the planet of money, the planet of all the things that humans love is going to go to sleep. It's going to go backwards. So during this time, there's a lot of upheavals, especially in relationships. If there's been any unfair business happening, this is the time when you see justice happening. Because Venus also rules anything that has to do with justice between two parties, how to be diplomatic. She also rules Libra, which is the scales of justice. So Venus is really, Venus retrograde is a time to really reevaluate our values. Reevaluate the values that we have in relationships, the values that we have in friendships, the values that we have with others. Are we following the values of our life? Are we following how we always wanted to follow them, And during this reevaluation period, we can really make life-changing decisions. I definitely suggest life-changing decisions to happen and to be made after this April 16th, which is when Venus is going to be moving direct. So you can have all the clear puzzles, the pieces of the puzzle, so you know what you're dealing with, But right now, Venus retrograde is more about understanding, getting to know, analyzing, seeing it, So Venus, your ruling planet, is retrograding in the 12th house of letting go, of letting things be, of surrendering, of self-undoing, okay? So some Tauruses out there might be going through some major issues with relationships. I won't lie to you. Because when Venus goes into the 12th house, this is practically saying you guys are getting to like a cycle of maturity. The 12th house is the end cycle. It's like the ultimate level until you get to the next cycle. So Venus, the planet of love, comes into the 12th house and says, okay, let's reevaluate our relationship. Is there anything we need to forgive? If there's anything we need to bring up to the surface? During this time, a lot of Tauruses might feeling like breaking up. You might really be feeling like, I'm just going to let it go. I don't need to be in this. I don't need to hold on to this situation. I can just let it go right now and be at peace with it. So it's like an all or nothing situation. It's an all or nothing situation because it's practically telling you either you heal the relationship, you talk about these things that are uncomfortable, you bring them to the surface, you purge them out, and purging is never fun. It's like throwing up. It's not fun. So, but at the end of it all, there's a relief. There's a sense of relief and a sense of clarity and a sense of what is it that we want to do now. So Tauruses out there, you guys are going to be going through some major things about your relationships, okay? So this is something you guys definitely need to be looking over. If this is the time to really do it. This is the time to really heal your relationship and bring to the surface those issues, Like I said, if you've been feeling not fair, this is the month where you will see justice being served. Being served, okay? And you're having a lot of energy here. A lot of energy here. At the beginning of the month, the sun is in your house of friendships and networks of people, so you're very social, you're very outgoing. But by the 20th, April 20th, and a little bit before, you're already kind of going through the self-undoing period, and it's going to get a little bit more heavy by the end of the month, okay? However, the sun here really helps you out because the sun will make this situation shine, okay? So even though you're going through this purging and this self-undoing and this, this letting go situation that's not comfortable, the sun here is going to give you a boost of vitality, and it's going to make you feel like, no, we can do this, we can definitely do this. Also, Mercury is here, so you're analyzing your unconscious self right now, Taurus, okay? You're really thinking, okay, do I have a bunch of garbage in my subconscious, in the attic of my subconscious, that it keeps coming out into my life, into my relationships, into myself? So it's a time to really detoxify yourself emotionally. Also, Venus retrograde is like a restart in our emotions and a restart in our relationships. Something else that can help you is think about what you were doing in 2009, because that was the last time that Venus was in this placement. Venus was in Aries. So think about it. What was I going through? What was I going through in 2009? It was so clear for me to be like, okay, I need to do this like this and like that. Now Venus in 2017 is checking, okay, what happened? Are we still doing this? Are we still, you're still honoring this vision? Now, the good thing is that Mars is going to be in your sign the whole month. Mars is going to be in Taurus the whole month. So you're really having like that strength of like, okay, I'm going to do it. I have the ability to make changes in my life. I will make the changes. I will not procrastinate. I will, you have the energy and the will and the direction, and also the energy of now of taking just charge in your life. So this is really good. Even though you're going through all of this self-undoing, Mars in the first house, Mars in your sign is giving you that extra boost of like, we're going through it and we're going to do it and it's going to be great. So that's really good. And you don't need to be worrying about your job. Like I said before, Jupiter is in your sixth house of daily health, work, and your service to the world, and your miscellaneous day-to-day activities. So it has to do a lot to do with your work. So I see that being really good. I see you most probably get a new job or a boost in, like a promotion or going up the ladder. Also your health, Taurus, your health. Your health is so strong right now. Your health is really strong. So, think about those issues, the issues that you want to let go of. And this could be a confusing time. You could be feeling like, oh my God, I'm up in the air. I don't know what I want to do. Just wait it out. Wait it out. But don't hold on to anything. Don't hold on to anything, Taurus. This is a major challenge for you too, because you are not a person of change. You're not. You're not a person of change. You're not a person of progression. You're more of a keeper of what's already set. So sometimes Tauruses fall into enduring things that they don't need to be enduring. Okay, and I totally get you guys. The ability to commit to something because it's so worth it to you that you're willing to go the distance. You're willing to stay in it. You're willing to go through the bads and the downs and the everything. You're so strong, Taurus. You're so strong. But sometimes you might be enduring something that you don't need to be enduring. And that's when you need to make some sort of effort to see, okay, just step outside of myself. Is this even worth me staying in this, The way that I'm being treated in this relationship. Am I enduring? Because enduring is worse than just like changing something and maybe having a month or two of a breakup and like a weirdness and like things are up and down. But then eventually they get back to a level. They level again. Because that's life. Life finds harmony. So even if there's an upheaval or a progression, life is going to try to find some way to level it out again. So remember that, Taurus. Remember that the change is not a change where you're going to be suffering the change forever. No. It's a moment of uncomfort, and then you're going to find a way to get comfortable again. You know, it's just nature. That's just natural. So be strong, Taurus, which you already are. And yeah, it has a lot to do with your emotional self and the baggage that you've been carrying for the past since 2009. Okay? Let's see what the cards have in store for you today, okay, Taurus? Taurus. Let's see. Taurus, Venus retrograde, March 2017. And you got shower of abundance. Ooh, I'm sure you like this, Taurus. Okay, so it says, to heal your financial situation, first give us your worries concerning money. We will guide you in order to show you how to create and accept abundance. As we work together, your financial situation will heal as fast as you allow it to. Okay, so this my guides are telling me this has to do with your Saturn in the 8th house. Even though the 8th house has a lot to do with intimacy and opening up and vulnerabilities and power, at the end of the day, it's a money house. This isn't the axis of the money houses. It's other people's monies, you know? So you could be having issues with your loved one when it comes to money, when it comes to finances. And this is Taurus. If you're financially or if there's no security, you could be going crazy, all right? This is crucial for you to have some sort of security ground that you can be stable and count upon. So you're going to be going through a lot of, just be ready. Venus is here to help you out. Remember, yes, she's bringing a lot of things to the surface, but in goodwill. She wants to figure things out. She wants to fix these things, okay? And there's a shower of abundance coming to you, okay? So if you have any financial issues, just send them out to the light, okay? Send them out. It could also be just your own sense of powerlessness. You might be feeling powerless right now when it comes to money. And this is also perception. Maybe this is what you're supposed to let go of, Taurus. The lack of believing in yourself. Because at the end of the day, Venus in Aries is the sign of I am. Aries is the sign of this is who I am, this is my authentic self. I am confident, I am self-reliant, I am independent, I am a pioneer. And, it has to do with this. It has to do with you being able to let go of the things that you actually need to let go of, even if it means your belief system, even if it means not being able to open up, even if it means not accepting that shadow self of yours. The 8th house, the Saturn in the 8th house, is trying to make you see your shadow self, not to torture you, but to show you that it's just a part of who you are as well, and it's just as beautiful. If you don't hide it and lock it in a closet, it could be amazing for you. Okay, Taurus? Taurus, good luck with everything. I'm sending you all my good energy. Thank you so much for letting me do your forecast this month. There will be more coming for you guys, okay? Thank you for liking, subscribing, and signing up to my channel. And I will be seeing you for next month. Okay, Taurus? Bye!